Well, this here is the all-new Tata Harrier. It's a car which really has a lot of interest amongst youthful buyers, young buyers, because when this car was launched 2019, our video then did 1.5 million views. Yes, the interest on this car was so much that people actually viewed it 1.5 million times. I'll put the link in the box below if you want to check out the older version of the car. Maybe you're looking at a used car, you can still check that car out. But talking about this car, what are the big changes? Well, if you have a look at the face, then definitely you'll see a very dramatic looking face, a very aggressive face, and of course a very youthful design. The highlight, of course, is this huge LED lamp treatment over here. And these lamps, they have a signature bye-bye and a signature welcome theme that happens when you lock it or unlock it. So they flash around and have different kind of things, which really looks very fancy. Even the tail lamp does it. And of course you get this massive grille, lots of sensors around. It's the first kind of segment to have these sensors. And of course you also get the camera, which is ADAS. It helps with all those ADAS features. But what do you think of the looks of the car? Do you think that it stands out from a sea of other SUVs? Or do you think it's looking very similar to the Nexon? I personally like the looks of the car. Now one thing which is really good is this cuts and crease over here. These are actually air curtains, and the air does go through them and go behind the tires, or in front of the tires rather, and it does help with the overall aerodynamics of this car. This particular version is a top of the line version, so it gets 18-inch wheels. The base versions get 17-inch wheels, and of course the ride comfort on those 17-inch wheels is quite good because the last car also had those. And of course the side profile more or less is the same. Side view mirrors, they do get these cameras, and apart from that pretty much the same design that the last car. Now this window, or this window area over here, is smaller than it is on the Safari. Safari of course has a bigger window because it has the last row of seats as well. This car has only 2 rows, we'll get to that later. At the back end, this part of the lamps is pretty much the same, but you get this huge beam of light which also lights up at night. And if you look over here, the reflectors just behind them, you again see these air curtains and this aerodynamic design to help with the overall aerodynamic efficiency. Now since we are at the back, let's quickly have a look at the boot. You can of course move your feet around over here and the sensors open up for you, or you can use it like me, old school, press this button. It's a power tailgate, and it's also a very fancy feature, luxury feature. Once you open it up, you'll see a massive boot, really nice and big, and of course you can put in all the luggage for your mother-in-law. If she's coming for a couple of weeks, easily this boot will accommodate all of it. No loading sill, which also makes it a nice and spacious car. Let's close it now. I think I really like the looks of this car. I'll give it a strong score of 9 out of 10, and of course the boot also gets a very good score of 9 out of 10. Now let's jump in the interiors and see what the interiors of this car have to offer. Well, so if you're a chauffeur-driven passenger or you're a chauffeur-driven customer, then this is a very good place to be. The seat comfort really is very good. Backrest angle is good. The overall cushioning, the support is generally very good. And it's a wide car, so you can easily have 3 occupants over here. The knee and hip angle is also at a nice 90-degree, large windows, and of course you can always pull up this curtain or bring it down. And you also get a place to keep your cell phone, USB Type A and Type C. So really Tata's taken care of everybody and everything inside this car. Now the only thing is that AC vents are missing. Well, no, they're not missing. They're not over here in their traditional position. They're here on the pillars. And the reason for that, of course, is that the AC vents on this side, they throw air directly onto your face. The ones over here, well, they cool your knees. Now, it's a different thing that most people have their brains in their knees, and so it needs to be cooled. But for people like you and me who buy cars like this, you need to cool your face and your brain, and that's why it's over here on the pillar. Overall, a great place to be. I'll give it a strong score of 9 out of 10. I'm sure by now all of you are aware that Woodmo are the online expert when it comes to spare parts, and the best point is that they have the spare parts for all vehicles available in India. So even if your car is out of production now, maybe you have a large generation model, even then they have the spare part available. They have the entire catalog, and the best point is that they have the same spare part from a host of different component makers, which gives you great flexibility in the pricing overall. So check them out today. Check out the app. It's available both for iOS as well as Android devices, and also check out the website for the latest schemes as well as offers. Well, so I'm inside the cabin of the new Harrier, and I have to say that it's a very nice place to be in. This cockpit really feels very fresh, very modern, very sporty. Of course, you get dual tone elements over here. The outside color of the car is reflected over here on the center console, the dashboard, and of course you also get completely digital dials which have a lot of information, distance to empty, the driving modes, actual fuel consumption. And of course, you also get tire pressure monitors, which is a safety feature, automatic headlamps, automatic rain sensing wipers. You also get cruise control, adaptive cruise control, because this car has that ADAS suite. And of course, the mirrors also have cameras in them to help you with those ADAS technologies. Blind spot assist as well is available. Completely no buttons over here. Everything is touch and feel, so that's also quite unique. And of course, this massive 12-inch touchscreen, which really works very well. It does have the bird's eye view camera, amongst other things, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and of course, AQ enabled air purifier inside the car. You also get JBL speakers, which really do sound very good. Subwoofers and woofers all across, and you also get 7 airbags. Yes, safety is of paramount importance inside Tata cars, and 7 airbags on this car. Seat comfort is generally good. You get AC in the seats, which means these are cool front seats. You also get electric parking brake with auto hold function, different modes to choose from, as well as hill descent assist, USB type A, USB type C, and fantastic stitching over here. And you also get big beverage holders over here, and a place where you can keep your Diet Coke cans, because this is a chilled box. 12 volt charging point, as well as type N type C chargers over here as well. So overall, it is a good place to be in. Seat comfort is generally good. The quality of plastic has been improved, and actually doesn't feel like you're sitting inside Harrier anymore. It feels like you're sitting inside a car which is probably twice the price. Yes, the plastic quality, the ambience genuinely is that good. I'll give the front end of the cabin a good score of 9 out of 10. And before I forget, this massive panoramic sunroof also makes a world of difference. Well, so here I am driving the new Tata Harrier. Now, the biggest change on this car is the arrival of this EPS, electric power steering, and I have to say that it really makes a world of difference. If you are someone who drives a lot within city limits, then this is a steering wheel you'll really enjoy, because it's very light. It's decent in terms of accuracy and communication, but because of its lightness, you can easily maneuver this car on those badly passive roads, on this broken piece of tarmac, and you can just glide over those badly passive roads. Now, the other big positive on this car is, of course, the fact that the ride comfort truly is brilliant. It's a very, very good car. And I was driving the Tata Safari before this. If you want to watch my video of the Safari, click in the box below. And I did say that the ride on that car is a little firm because of the 19-inch wheels. This one with the 18-inch wheels feels very good and has a slightly softer effect to it than the one on the Safari. So definitely, if you want ride comfort, then this car has got better ride, and I think the 18-inch wheels also make a difference. Probably the 17-inch wheels will really be the best on this car. Apart from that, how is the diesel engine? Well, it's a typical diesel engine. Performance is quite good. Overall, it's 170 bhp. You do miss the refinement of a petrol. It's not as refined, but in its own right, it does feel quite good, because the cabin isolation generally is very good. There's no wind noise, there's no tire noise, and there's hardly too much of engine noise coming in. Only when you rev it up on the highway, you can hear the engine become a little loud, but for most daily users, they will not have any issues with this engine. A little bit of vibration and a little bit of coarseness is there when the engine is cold, when it's not warmed up. First couple of minutes, maybe the first 5 minutes, it does seem to have a little bit of vibration and a little bit of roughness to it, but after that it becomes quite nice and quiet inside the cabin of this car. Apart from that, visibility is very good all across, and of course, if you do want a little bit of weight, you do want the steering to become a little feelsome, you can
wet mode is activated.
Use the different modes over here, and the steering wheel's weight will increase. Like on wet mode, it does become a little heavier to use the steering wheel, and on city mode, of course, it becomes nice and light once again. So these are the modes that you can use it on. Overall, I'll give this car a good score of 88 out of 100 in the driving department. It's a good package. The only thing missing, as I said, is of course the petrol engine. If you want to watch if you want to buy a petrol engine car, to watch my XUV petrol engine review, I'll put the link below, and you can also check out my MG Hector video with the petrol engine. I'll put the link in the box below as well. We'll stop the car now and give you a definitive verdict. Well, so if you're in the market for an upgrade from your current compact SUV, maybe you have a Tata Nexon, and you want to upgrade to something bigger than this, is a very natural fit. It offers you good space, it offers you good ride quality, it offers you good driving dynamics, and it also feels very safe and sturdy, because remember, it's built on that Land Rover platform which has been modified. Also, you get some features which are found on cars almost twice the price. So in terms of features, safety, peace of mind factor, as well as comfort, this is a no compromise car. The only thing which goes against it is the fact that there is no petrol engine on offer. So if you're planning to buy a petrol engine car, then you should check out our video review of the XUV 700. in the petrol version. We'll put the link below. Or maybe you should also check out our MG Hector video. We'll put the link below again. But that said, if you want a diesel car and you want a car which offers you great diesel engine performance, then this is still a very good choice to go for. I'll give it a respectable score of 89 out of 100. Definitely keep it in your shortlist if you're in the market for a large size SUV. So bye for now, and thanks so much for watching this video.